And the starting lineups have concluded. So just sit right back and relax. We'll be back in just a moment.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
We're bringing you the Chicago Bulls out at United Center as they'll face off against the Los Angeles Lakers. Looking at the Lakers, they managed to take Game 1 of the season series against this team, looking to seal their series advantage with a win tonight. And late in the season, here's some teams definitely not making the playoffs. Kenny, what do they have left to play for?
The fans. These people come out every night and support their team. They love their players, so you have to just go out there and you have to perform well for them.
And you're also auditioning players, trying to figure out which of them would be on the roster next year. So
True.
Everybody has to audition.
That'll do it. Both teams ready to tip. Let's send it to Kevin Harlan and crew.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's presentation of Noche La NBA, an annual tradition in the NBA celebrating diversity and culture, and always a pleasure to bring it to you. Our game tonight featuring the Chicago Bulls as they go up against the Los Angeles Lakers. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, this is Kevin Harlan. Now to take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months, the scope of that for Young.
Defensively, he's really stepped it up over the past few months. You can see the jump in his steal numbers, and it hasn't been by accident. He's put in a ton of effort at the defensive end, and boy, is it paying off.
And now the Lakers starting group. LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. JaVale McGee is out there with Anthony Davis, and it's Caldwell Pope in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Bulls, Markkanen and Carter are up front. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. And it's White in at the guard position. You know what, Smitty, tonight we have two teams that love to push the tempo, love the pace. Smitty, do you like the fact the NBA is getting faster?
You know, I like it, Kevin. What I don't like is the coming down and taking a shot, an ill-advised shot. There's nothing wrong with playing fast, getting the ball up the court. If you don't have an advantage or a high percentage shot, just bring it out and run your offense.
Stay within the offense, nothing.
Yeah,
right?
Stay within the offense.
So the Chicago Bulls able to put up the first points on the board. James shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for 2.
LeBron taking over on the offensive end, getting into the teeth of the defense and making a spectacular play.
Levine finds White. The tray, it's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here is McGee. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Shoots over White, and again it's LeBron James.
In some ways, this is the glue to LeBron's offense, unstoppable from mid-range.
Poke loose. And now, here's Davis, the fast break opportunity. And that one's good. Green.
That's 3 straight shots to fall here to start. Looking good.
Here's Levine, and Davis sends it back.
What's crazy about AD as a shot blocker, he can block your shot at all 3 levels.
Off target with his 3. The Bulls have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. For 3, Levine gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And there's the pass to McGee. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And Green gets it to go.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
LeBron with the block.
On the ball, off the ball, LeBron can really protect the rim.
Pass to Davis. Outside, Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots a fader, but they get it back. Davis kicks to James. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look, sinks the three-pointer.
And the three-pointer, a big part of KCP's game. About half his shots come from out there.
Looking at the Bulls roster, there is a lot to like. They have a great collection of talent, and their core players are all very young and improving.
We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. Taking a look at the Lakers. Very strong season they've had, always at or near the top of the conference, and right now they're in first place in contention for that, exactly where they want to be as they close in on the postseason.
You know, for Los Angeles, they must have reached every goal they set for themselves this season. For them to be this high in the standings this late in the season, what an accomplishment.
It really has been amazing. Everyone just kept waiting for them to fade, and it never happened.
And Steve, for the Bulls fans, their hopes lie in their young core.
Totally agree. The Bulls should focus on developing that core. Have a good blend with Levine, Markkanen, and Carter. They just need to keep their eye on the prize.
Up going with the new group. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Anthony Davis. J.R. Smith's checked in for Caldwell Pope, and it's Waiters in for Green.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
And so Satoransky will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. 6-point game. Inside. Lobbed up there for Howard. To the inside. Young draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And the double clutch layup in that situation, that's just him playing to the crowd, guys.
Starter in this league for almost a decade. Thaddeus Young's numbers, Greg, won't blow you away. So what is it that makes him a winning player?
I think it starts with his defense, Kevin. Drawing charges and getting deflections. His quickness puts him in a position to make those effort plays.
That one misses for Young. You know, Smitty, NBA referees, officials now have a presence on social media that's aiming at educating fans on calls and why they're made.
Yes, and I love it, Kevin, if you have these demos and talk about plays and games and situations that you're educating fans. It's just that fans look at it when these referees, who are human, miss calls, and then they want to re-show these plays that they missed. We still got to understand they're human and they're going to miss some calls.
Well said, Steve. Pass to Caruso. Shot clock at 6. Fires from the wing. And another basket for the Lakers. There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter. Now done. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Floats one, and it's sent back by Howard. Caruso, the pass to Howard. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for Chandler Hutchison. And it's Harrison in for Satoransky. And the free throw good from Howard.
And the former first overall pick in the 04 draft, Howard has had a stellar career, a dominant force who continues to frustrate the opposition.
Shots good from Young. Last outing for the Bulls, it was a loss to the Magic in Orlando. Waiters outside. Out to the right wing. Here's Kuzma. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And so it's Los Angeles heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And we'll be back with you shortly. Well, you see a lot of players who pick up the controller and fire up NBA 2K, thank goodness, including the king himself, LeBron James.
I play 2K all the time. Seriously, when I'm playing the game, I'm putting certain lineups on the court that I see could actually help us in real life, which is very weird.
Always experimenting, always keeping his mind engaged, Greg, with basketball.
And that's who Bron is. He lives, breathes, and eats basketball.
And buenas noches, basketball fans. It's Latin night here on 2K Sports. You might have noticed the custom jerseys worn by the players. And what stands out to you from the Lakers in this one?
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
And you can see it's already having an impact. It can cause shooters to think twice.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter, Howard is out there with Morris. Then there's Dion Waiters. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's Caruso in at the point guard. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris. So for the Bulls, Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Luke Cornett. And it's White in for Chris Dunn. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Davis is checked in. And it's the Bulls with the ball. Trailing by 5. Valentine passes to Young.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Fades back, and Davis gets it to go. Davis has got his first basket of the night.
You always will have this fear when defending AD. He can just rise up and knock it down.
It's stolen by Davis. Pass to Caruso. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Knocked away. Waiters for 3. That's in there. Davis with the assist. And now it's an 8-point Laker lead.
Nice follow through on the jumper. Dion Waiters looking rock solid that time.
Oh, that's blocked. And here we go with Davis heading to the hoop.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Valentine kicks to White. Young outside. 4 on the clock. Will it go? And it's good on the layup. Young's got 4 points this quarter. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Caruso, the pass to Waiters. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Some guys just have that second gear. Waiters with an explosive drive.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. The last time these two clubs came together was also in this building, with an unfortunate ending for the home team.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
A combination of unforced errors and just poor decision making. They need to be much better in that aspect of the game this time around.
With an almost entirely new group here. Carter, he's checked in for Young. Porter comes in for Valentine. Zach LaVine's checked in for Harrison. And Satoransky's subbed in for White. The Lakers also changing it up. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Green comes in for Dion Waiters. And James subbed in for Alex Caruso. Porter outside, knocks down the 3-ball. Porter's got his second bucket tonight.
In his first year in the league, Porter hit only 19% of his threes. But over his career, he's raised that average to right around 40%. These are the fundamentals we're always talking about. Excellent bounce pass.
And you know what, Smitty? One of the best shot blockers among wings, Danny Green.
You know, he's a chase down artist in transition. He does not give up on plays at all.
LaVine against Green. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Attacking with purpose. LaVine takes the contact, finishes strong, now goes to the line for one more.
And Smitty, with all that he's been through, you can't question Zach LaVine's love of the game.
You're so right. It's crazy to think LaVine wasn't even a starter in college, but he's worked so hard to improve. The way he has fought back from injuries and continually dedicated himself to the game, something to admire.
Well, Steve, it's expected that we'll eventually allow 18-year-olds to enter the NBA draft. A proud Michigan State alum. Are you concerned players may miss something by choosing to skip the college experience?
You know, Kevin, in this situation, for sure, there are some players that I would say is going to make some mistakes and maybe come out too early and not be ready. But I think we have to allow them to have these decisions and not have these decisions taken away from them. I love college, but there are some guys that are just ready to go play in the NBA, just like other areas of life. When you're ready, you're ready.
Here's LeBron after the made shot from Zach LaVine. Count that bucket. 10 points for LeBron.
What's so amazing, you know LeBron's coming, you know he's challenging, but you're still at loss for how to stop this guy.
And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. And some changes here for the Lakers. Howard comes in for JaVale McGee, and Smith subbed in for Caldwell Pope. 1:09 left to play in the first half. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Sunday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. And then on Monday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Utah Jazz.
And for that game against the Jazz, on paper, you'd expect them to come away with the win, but this might be one of those trap games where they let it get away from them if they aren't focused.
And it's slammed in by Davis.
What a beautiful play, and it was great timing. Then the athletic finish by AD.
It's stolen by Green. On the wing, James. Trying to get open is Davis, and James with the basket on the assist by Green. Green's got 3 assists in the game. LaVine deciding where to go with it. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Chicago shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
The first free throw is good. The Bulls making a switch here. Cornette's checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both. We've got 28 seconds left in the first half. And against LeBron. It's good for the 7th time this game. He shot 7. He has made 7.
What's so impressive, the defense is trying to make adjustments, but LeBron's making even quicker reads.
Outside, LaVine. With the teardrop. Good on that shot. And with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Dunn. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Contavious, you guys came out with a lot of energy in the first half. What got you going?
Like you said, we came out with a lot of energy. We wanted to get easy basket layups, knock down shots.
You got all that and more in that first half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the 3rd quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 14 points, 2 block shots, and 1 steal. Coming off a great performance last game, tonight he looked like he had that same aggressive mindset. And taking a look at the Lakers, Shaq, what you think?
Yeah, coach has done a good job of scheming LeBron free, getting him into that rhythm, getting him into that zone where he's almost impossible to stop.
And now, Kenny, let's get your opinion on the Bulls.
Well, they're giving up too many high percentage looks, Ernie. They're not closing down the lane, and they're not going hard on the perimeter. That will get an L in any game.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. It's been a clinic out there by James.
As impressive as the block totals are from him early on, they don't even tell the whole story. He's changed countless others.
Yes, defensively, what they've done, they've funneled people his way and banking on his ability to intimidate.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. Taking a look at the Bulls. Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. And it's Carter in at the 5 down low.
And now you can see the D having problems stopping the mid-range jumper, just not really closing out as much as they need to.
Now here is Carter. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Porter, 5 to shoot, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Earlier in his career, Otto may not have had the strength to finish that play. Well, the former Georgetown Hoya, Otto Porter, was on the move last season, traded at the deadline to Chicago, who are in need of a player like Porter who can shoot from outside.
Left side.
Smitty, as you mentioned, the need for shooters was something that brought Porter here.
And Porter has been a consistently good shooter, something he's worked on over his career, Kevin. He's young and appears to be a perfect fit for what this team wants to do in the future.
Porter with the steal. Levine dishes to Carter, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And even as a rookie, you could see the consistency game to game from Wendell Carter. Very dependable on the glass and on the scoreboard for a player so young.
And that one misses. And with Carter, he's only going to get better over the years.
The upside is easy to see. He always finds ways to contribute to this team. Not sure if he'll be a star, but he'll be a rock on the offense and defensive end for a long time.
Here's White, following the basket by Anthony Davis. That one's in there. The Lakers' lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from White.
The nasty handles of White, just so gifted at putting on a show with moves like that.
Outside, Davis. Oh, and he jams it right over Lauri Markkanen. Wow.
Oh, my. See, you can't do that without great athleticism, and that's one thing AD brings to the party.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Good work there as it goes. White's got 7.
They couldn't have asked for a better start to this half offensively. 4 straight and counting.
LeBron against Markkanen. Shoots over Markkanen, and the Lakers tack on 2 more.
And is it any wonder they're ahead in this game? His perfect night from the field has been the catalyst.
White the pass to Carter. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And the shot goes in.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Timeout called the Lakers. Sometimes, Smitty, you see someone make a pass and wonder, how did he even see that guy? I mean, it's amazing to me.
Yeah, I think Chris Paul leads that list. I think from a big Jokic, Trae Young is a young guy, Ben Simmons, Doncic, those guys see the floor extremely well.
and some changes. Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Wendell Carter. Valentine comes in for Porter. And Zedaransky subbed in for Levine. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Markieff Morris is checked in for JaVale McGee. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Anthony Davis. Dion Waiters checked in for Danny Green. And it's Alex Caruso in for James.
And what a fantastic start here to the second half. They have yet to miss.
Knocked loose. Shot's good by Waiters. Waiters got 9.
We know Dion Waiters has the type of body that can absorb contact, and it doesn't affect the shot.
Here's Caldwell Pope, banked in off the glass. And now an 8-point Laker lead. And so White will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Now here's Valentine. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. The pass to Young. 6 on the shot clock. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. He's got 12.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Caldwell Pope kicks to Caruso. Here's Kuzma. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And you have to tip your cap to Kuzma. He absorbs contact well and knows how to adjust his shot.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And he's kept his percentage at a decent level, right around 74.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Markkanen. Chandler Hutchison comes in for Thaddeus Young. Harrison's checked in for Denzel Valentine. And it's done in for White. Here's Zedaransky. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Cornett passes to Dunn from 11 feet away, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
You know, this is where Dunn's best, shooting the jumper.
Well, so many people were worried about Chris Dunn's offense after his rookie year, but you know what, Greg? He's turned it around.
And gone from struggling to hit 40% of his shots to shooting better from the floor. Still a strong defender, and he's making people forget that his offense was ever a question mark.
The Lakers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And collectively, they're only about 73% as a unit right now.
Throw good, Smith.
You know how accurate JR is from 3. That's how relatively inaccurate he can be from the line sometimes.
Dunn kicks to Zedaransky. Tipped away. Clock at 6. Here's Dunn. Again, Chicago.
Challenging the heart of the defense. Dunn will break you down if you don't stay connected to him.
And here is Howard. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Here's Kuzma. Yep, that one goes in there.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. LeBron, he's checked in for the Lakers. Free throw good, Kuzma. Bulls trail by 11. Pass to Cornett. Fires the 3. Good on the triple. Cornett's got his first 3 points of the game.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Count that one. And the Lakers lead by 10.
Adding to this lead, he's been dependable and consistent at the offensive end.
Now, here's Dunn. Fires the 3. Zedaransky gets the bucket.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
And so it's Los Angeles, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. J.R. Smith out there with Anthony Davis. And it's Howard in at the 5 spot.
The thing about Carter, even though he loves to play back to the basket, he can also face up and knock down the jumper.
Now here's James. Overdone. The shot's good from LeBron. James has got 22 points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Carter left side. Another one falls for Chicago.
Giving you flexibility at the offensive end. Wendell Carter Jr. can take you down on the block. He can face you up, and he can score in transition.
And Davis gets it to go.
He can do incredible things. He can also help you win by simply being reliable.
Dunn passes to Cornette. Levine against Green. Good on that shot. And with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut back down again to 5. The basket that time coming from Levine. Green taking his time here. That's tipped and stolen by Dunn. Pass to Cornette. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got 3 assists now in this one. Some changes for Chicago. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Luke Cornette. Porter comes in for Chandler Hutchison, and it's White in for Dunn. JaVale McGee's checked in for Los Angeles. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for J.R. Smith. Now here's Green. Passes it to Davis. There's the feed to LeBron. And the dunk by James.
Well, AD attracts so much attention. He's learned to stay patient and just locate the open man.
Down low, here's Levine. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
It's the fourth quarter, and it's a close game. You want to get the ball to someone you can rely on.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
Here's Green after the made shot from Wendell Carter. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. There's the pass to Caldwell-Pope. Just 5 to shoot. Sent away with authority.
And for Markkanen, contesting shots is not about explosive athleticism. It's about being in the right position and timing it right.
Now here's Levine. Over Green. Levine can't hit.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again. The coaching staff needs Zach LaVine to perform at his best when it matters, and he did it.
That one misses for Levine.
Zach LaVine has all the physical tools and a skill set with an incredible high ceiling.
And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. A 2-point game. Poked away, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Chicago ball. stolen by McGee. Caldwell Pope with it, now defended by Markkanen. It's blocked. They retain possession. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line. Falls for Davis.
And that tacks another big point onto the lead. Great and-one play showing us now a little bit of that killer instinct.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 5. 1:53 left to play in the final quarter. For our Jordan player of the game, LeBron James.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Jim Boylan was going over with his team. He is not happy with the sloppy play offensively. He said, make the easy play. Take care of the ball. We can't afford to just give away golden opportunities. And we'll see if they can clean it up, guys.
Levine finds Carter.
Beautiful find by Levine there. Takes his time to survey the floor.
Lakers leading by 3. James left side. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Yeah, easy call.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
What is there to say about LeBron that hasn't been said? One of the all-time greats who can completely carry a team.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Tremendous showing of confidence by getting those 2 to fall.
Chicago's gotten all but one of the 3-pointers to go down in this game. They've gone 7 of 8 so far. Green with the ball. Now defended by Levine. In transition, here come the Bulls. That's good from Porter on the assist by Markkanen. And that's 10 points for Otto Porter Jr. Outside, Green. Caldwell Pope outside. Buries it from 3-point range. And the Lakers lead by 6.
And in the moment of truth, KCP calling for the ball and delivering a powerful blow.
Now here's Levine. It's stolen by Green. Here we go. James heading to the hoop. Bucket is good. James has got 30.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
Whoa, hammering it in.
If you want to know what Zach LaVine is made of, you just found out.
And they go to the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
A prototype 3-and-D guy, Green's focused on becoming a more complete player. Part of that is becoming more consistent from the free throw line.
We've got 28 seconds left in the game.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
They couldn't make enough plays when it mattered. Interesting game, though, in terms of some of the matchups.
And so they foul intentionally.
That's his third personal foul. At the line for the Lakers, LeBron James. 2 shots.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And he can't make the second free throw either. Listen both. Chicago calls timeout. They're trailing by 6. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
They need a quick basket here.
Not only do they need a bucket, they need a 3 just to give them any chance at all.
So it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Bulls. They trail by 6, and that's an intentional foul.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for the Lakers, LeBron James taking 2 shots.
2 shots. Last on the first.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. And it's the Bulls with the ball. For the 3, Ken's the 3.
And when he's got that much of a height advantage on the perimeter, it's really tough on the defender. Easy 3-pointer.
Bulls foul call. Thomas Satoransky. That's his first personal foul. At the line for the Lakers, LeBron James. At the line for 2.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game. And Satoransky kicks to Porter. Can't connect from long distance. And so the Lakers take the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. AD, it looked like you guys were having some fun out there. Is there a new dynamic coming up offensively?
No, we just don't care who scored the ball. You know, the ball movement was great. Everybody was rebounding and talking. So when we play like that, it's fun to watch. You know, and everybody out there having fun, smiling, a lot of emotion. That's all we asked. That's all Coach asked for, and we did that tonight.
Good win tonight, AD. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. See you later.